Boys, if you're trying to beat lust by yourself, you're making it harder than it needs to be. I have a group of guys who every single day they check in with each other and they say how many days they've been free from porn. Whether it's 1 day, whether it's 2 days, whether it's 10 days, whether it's 50 days. And there's a reason we do this. Because the biggest mistake I made, the reason it took me so long to quit, literally 10 years, the biggest mistake I see so many men making is thinking they have to fight the battle against lust by themselves. You do not have to fight alone. And the truth is, most men think they have to fight alone because there's so much shame and guilt associated with lust, right? You know that feeling. As soon as you finish, you know how much shame and guilt just overwhelms you. And the last thing we want to do is go and tell somebody about that. There's also this broken idea of masculinity that I grew up in and that a lot of men grew up around, which is, I'm a man and therefore I can't ask for help. Because if I ask for help, that makes me look weak. But letting shame and guilt control you, letting this fake masculinity that I have to do it all on my own keep you from reaching out and getting other men around you, that's keeping you trapped. That's exactly where the enemy wants you. He wants you filled with the shame and the guilt. He wants to kill, steal, and destroy. And when you're living life in this same cycle by yourself, that's exactly where he keeps you. He keeps you in chains because nobody even knows what's going on. And this is why we have the group chat as one level of accountability within my program with these guys. Because every single day they're checking in. Every single day they're being honest with themselves. Every single day they're being honest with other men. And what that does is it breaks chains in itself. Just the admission breaks chains in itself. It says in James, it says to confess your sins to one another so that you can be healed. And that's part of what we're doing. We're not doing this to judge each other. We're doing it to encourage each other, to build each other up. When you're sitting in that shame and guilt and that discouragement, oh, am I ever going to break free? It means a lot to have another brother build you up and encourage you and say, you can do this. It's so powerful to be able to hear other guys talk about what's working for them, to give you advice, to give you wisdom, to fight the battle with you. That's why we have this chat. That's why we're checking in on each other. That's why we're admitting when we fall. And I do this in my life every single day. I have guys that are checking in on me. I'm taking phone calls with some of my buddies. I'm talking about the things that I'm struggling with. I have something within my church called life groups where I show up. We go every other week and I just sit down with 2 other guys and we talk about where we're falling short, where we're sinning. Not because we're bad people, not to be like, oh dude, you're a terrible guy, to add more shame and guilt. No. To be honest, because where there's honesty, there's freedom. If I'm honest about the reality of something, I now move into a position of power. I can change it if I can admit where I am. And then I have these other men with the same goals and the same visions who often have already walked through the things I'm walking through. And they can give me wisdom and advice. They can encourage me along the path. So men, realize you don't have to sit in the shame and the guilt. You don't have to sit in the fear of being known. It's okay. So many men struggle with this, and you don't have to feel like you have to keep it behind closed doors. I'm not asking you to go onto social media and admit it, but what I'm encouraging you to do is find another brother right now, today, after you close this video, find another brother who you know wants to be free from porn. And if you don't have one of those brothers, seek them out and tell them, I want you to hold me accountable. Can I check in with you every day? Can you add some blockers to my phone? Whatever it is, let's check in once a week. Find another brother who wants to fight for you. It says in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, it says, 2 is better than 1, for great is the reward. For if one of them falls, the other is there to help him up. And this is what this is all about. It's not about saying, oh, look at me, I made a mistake. It's about it having other men who are going to help you get to where you actually want to be and get there faster and get there with more confidence and more power and more strength. We're stronger in community, man. We're meant to do it together. And if you feel like you need a brother fighting by your side, if you need brothers, what you can do, there's a link in the description of this video. Book in a call with me. We're going to sit down and understand where you are. We're going to understand where you want to be, and we're going to understand what's holding you back. And we're going to come up with a blueprint to get you to that place. And if it's a perfect fit, man, we're going to have you join the team. We're going to get you on the team and we're going to get it going. If not, I'll at least point you in the right direction. But boys, realize you don't have to sit in the closet on this one. You don't have to sit in the dark. If you allow other men in, you will find freedom and you will find strength and you will step into truly living as the man you know you're capable of. You can find this freedom. Allow yourself to be built up by other men and go into battle with them. Let's go!